life's happening. Some days are more eventful. Others, living protected with insurance you can depend on changes your life for the better. We insure the people and things you care about. Not Agency. We'll help you find the right coverage so when life happens, you have the right insurance protection for your family and business. When life happens, live protected. Agency for all your insurance needs.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, November the 14th, and we're going to say welcome home. Tim Rich is here.
Welcome back.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Tim Rich from Welcome Home. Why don't you tell our
Yes,
viewers
sir.
and listeners what Welcome Home is?
Well, Welcome Home used to be known just as a homeless shelter for veterans here in town. We've expanded, we've moved into a new facility, and we now provide transitional housing, transitional shelter, support services, rapid rehousing, and work and employment readiness training for veterans that we work with throughout mid-Missouri.
Yeah. How many veterans are you helping out now?
Well, we used to have 11 beds. We were sleeping 13. Within 2 weeks, we had over 22, and I think we're well over the 28 mark right now. We also allow families to come in, so if they have children or a significant other, they can come in as well. And so it's a whole new operation for us.
What's the maximum amount that you can handle?
The maximum we could handle, we've got 32 rooms, 34 beds, so we could probably take up to 38, depending on how old or large the children are.
So this is a big operation you're talking about.
It is a very big operation.
And it's so important. Now, you've got 3 separate programs, right? You got transitional housing, you have rapid rehousing,
yes, sir.
And then you have Vets Work.
Vets Work.
You want to tell a little bit about each one of those?
Yeah, so our transitional shelter and transitional housing, when somebody comes in off the street, and we've got a number of homeless veterans living here in mid-Missouri. There are over 700 in the state, according to the Veterans Administration. They come in, we get them stabilized, get them cleaned up. We begin providing support services, get them their benefits, and work out a life plan and a housing goal plan. As they progress through that and get ready to graduate out of our program, we have a rapid rehousing program that does what has to be done in order to get them into stable, permanent housing. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of that goes on. And then the other key to staying sustainable is you've got to have income. And so for those who are able to work, who want to work, we have just started a new Vets Work program providing employment readiness, training, counseling, and resume writing, all those things you need to get a job.
So good. You know, most of the vets that are there, are they dealing with PTSD right now?
Most of the vets that I have met are dealing with PTSD. It's something a lot of folks don't understand. It's hard to understand it if you don't know about it or you don't have somebody that's experienced it. But this is part of the reason we have 20 soldiers a day committing suicide in this country. It's also part of the reason that we have so many homeless veterans across the country. 1/3 of all the homeless people in this country are veterans.
And you know, that is shameful.
It is.
Because these people have put their lives on the line. They are strong people. And just because they have PTSD does not mean they're weak. They're very strong. And they've sacrificed everything they have. It is really a responsibility of our country to make sure that these vets are cared for.
It absolutely is. And you know, back in the Vietnam War, there wasn't a welcome home. Nobody was welcome back because there was so much political angst about that war. But the fact of the matter is, every veteran who comes to our door signed on a dotted line and was willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for this country. And we believe we can't leave them on the battlefield. We shouldn't leave them on the streets. It's unconscionable that any veteran in this community is sleeping on the streets or in the woods, and that's why we're here. You can help.
That is true patriotism. That is true patriotism.
It's true human.
Yes. Okay.
Human
if
compassion.
People want more information, or if they want to help out with the Welcome Home program, what can they do?
You can go to welcomeveterans.org on our website. There's an opportunity to donate, catch up on our events, participate in many different ways, or you can call us at 573-443-8001. We've got lots of things going on, and we would love your support as we move forward.
All right. Tim Rich, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, Paul.
And we'll see you back here after the first of the year. Bring us up to date on what's happening.
Look forward to it.
Okay. Now I turn to Scott Miniea, and Scott is with us from the Insurance Counseling Service. Good to have you here,
Hi, Paul.
Scott.
Thanks for having us.
And we're going to talk about a subject that is really kind of confusing to a lot of people, and it can be frightening, especially these days. And that is securing a health insurance policy for yourself or for your loved ones. Everyone should have health insurance. Everyone needs health insurance. unfortunately, that's not always the case. It's
true.
not being made easy.
Right, right.
So what do you do?
Well, that's where we come in, actually. I'm with Primaris Foundation's Insurance Counseling Services, and we're part of the Cover Missouri Coalition. And we work across the whole state helping individuals, consumers, get access to health care through the Affordable Care Act marketplace. So we have folks who've never had health insurance before come to see us, have an in-person, a free, unbiased counseling session where they can learn about health insurance. They can do everything from getting their account set up on the health marketplace to actually looking at plan options. And there are plans across the whole state in every county, and they vary depending on where you are. And so we work with individuals, educating them about things such as what's a copay, what's co-insurance, what's a premium, how does all of that work, to hear the plan options, and depending on their situation, whether they're, maybe one spouse has health insurance through work and another one doesn't, well, we can help them figure out how all of those pieces fit together.
And
to provide them
everything
the coverage.
changes every year, doesn't it?
Well, health insurance seems to always change every year,
Yeah.
And life situations change as well. So when you have a child, or when you have a divorce or a death in the family, all of that can play a part.
So you can help people figure out whether they are eligible to have some assistance with the premium or tax credits that are available with
Exactly.
the premium. So what is the difference between having a tax credit or having subsidies with the premium?
Well, the subsidies help keep the cost low for people based on their income, and then the tax credits are based on the size of your family and that kind of thing. So there's a bunch of different factors, but the long story short of it is, we're here and we're free to help them get their questions answered.
Yeah.
So we can help them work through the individual situations, because really almost everyone's situation is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So we
yeah.
do everything from helping them sign up for Affordable Care Act insurance to walking them to the Medicare program if that's what's more appropriate for someone in their family.
Oh, you deal with Medicare also.
Well, no, our program doesn't, but people that we work with do. And so we're connected to a wide network of folks who can help people get their
What do you think
needs met.
what are people most confused about with the health insurance?
I think the national dialogue is so confusing. The reality is there's all sorts of talk at the national level about the Affordable Care Act, and the reality is it's here for 2018, and we're here for free to help folks come in and find out what the options are
So
for
you
them.
can sign up for the Affordable Care Act now for 2018.
Absolutely.
And no matter what happens, it still is the law of the land.
Absolutely.
No matter what people are saying, it is still
That is
here.
right.
All
Very
right.
true.
If you want more information, your telephone number to call is
573-817-8338.
okay. And if you're out of town,
The Cover Missouri call center line is 800-446-3213.
okay, Scott, do people need to make an appointment, or you would appreciate them calling ahead of time? Right?
Calling ahead is always better, but we do walk-ins at our office as well.
Okay, and they'll help navigate you through the health insurance, signing up for health insurance. Thank you so much, Scott
Absolutely.
Miniea.
Thank you.